Hi-yo, hi-yo, everybody. I'm back. I'll wait a few more minutes for people to come over from Beth's or just for people to get the notification and to come on in. I'm early, but I'm back. I had technical difficulties that I couldn't afford to fix right away. So I had to be absent for a little while, but I'm back now. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Good, good. I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes. I'm a couple minutes early, so I'm just going to hang out and wait a few minutes. And I, uh, I, I, I didn't have a cord long enough to plug in and stream at the same time because my cord bit the dust. So I went to Dollar Tree and they had a little 3-foot cord, which was long enough for me to stream live with Stacy for that setup, but it wasn't long enough for me to do my setup the way um, to do prompts. So I I've been without this cord now for 2 to 3 weeks, and I've been kind of jonesing for some live time and some prompts. But I have that situation all taken care of now. Now I have 2 cords. I have one in reserve just in case this cord craps out on me. But at any rate, no, there isn't, Kathy. We don't have one of those around here. I bet you I would shop there an awful lot if we did. The only problem is they didn't have this 10-foot long cord that I need in order to be able to do my live, because that's how far away I am from I have to stay plugged in or my phone will lose charge. A Big Lots. Yeah, I never even thought to look there. I do have a Big Lots near me. So, yeah, I need a 10-foot cord. So I got 2 cords and I got 2 adapters to be able to plug the cords into my wall, because just using the USB in my lamp wasn't working. They have the longer ones. Oh, well, I'll have to go check that out next time. I paid money for mine from Amazon because that was the only place I knew of that I could get them. We have a Best Buy, but something tells me they would have been just way too expensive over there. So, yeah. That's cool. Oh, shucks. Do you know Stacy's you can message Stacy, right? Can you message her and let her know I'm on? I can't right now because of the way my phone gets set up. Yeah, Walmart cords are cheap, but also that's why mine crapped out, because Walmart cord was cheap, but it crapped out on me and I didn't have a backup. So now I have expensive cords. Hopefully they'll last longer than 3 months. Yeah, I forgot to let Stacy know I was definitely coming on tonight. I don't know if she can or not, or if she went to Wally World where a friend of hers works. Hi, Jassy. I know you're ready, honey. You and me both been jonesing for some prompt time. Yeah, we've been a long time coming. Oh no, I'm coming on at 7 regular time for the prompts, but 9 o'clock is going to be the paper clips. I'm going to be demonstrating some cute little embellished paper clips. I think Kathy just did, honey. I think Kathy just did. You weren't quite on yet when I asked Kathy to do it. But you can do it too. Oh, well, there's something I found out. This does not want to stay tucked in. So I cat hand. There we go. Had a video on at 5 o'clock this morning showing how she made these with paper lined fabric. Okay, Kathy, thanks. So earlier this afternoon, I went and I put some fabric on some paper with just a plain old glue stick. And boy, does that stick well. Fabric to paper with a glue stick sticks really well. And I made a couple that I just showed you, and they're really fun to make, and they are sturdier to work with than just that flimsy pieces of fabric that fall out of place as you're doing them, as you're making them. So I thought I'd demonstrate that tonight at 9 o'clock. In the meantime, yeah, your fabric keeps stretching. Well, there's your tip. Glue your fabric onto some paper, let it dry, and then you work with your fabric, your cut fabric. And it doesn't stretch, it doesn't fray, it's when you make a cut, it stays cut. You'll have to come see at 9 o'clock. You'll see. Okay, I'll give it a couple more minutes. I think when fabric gets wet with the wet glue, it stretches a little bit too, and it can warp and distort. And I just used a glue stick, Kathy. This is what I used right here. Goes on purple, dries clear. The big jumbo ones that I can usually get at Dollar Tree for $1. You can get little packs at Walmart, but I like these big sticks. Love the green ring and bracelet. This was a button that I had on a piece of clothing when I was a little girl, just a plain green button. And I didn't peyote it. I did a lace bezel instead of a peyote bezel. And I did a right angle weave for the band. And this is my shag, oh, which bracelet? This one or this one? This is my shag carpet. This is done on a base of size 8 beads, the really big beads. And then I've got these tiny little fringy thingies standing up. The green one. Yeah, so I got these tiny little fringy thingies with a decorative bead or a fire polished bead. Like this blue one is a fire polished bead. This is a fire polished bead. This is a size 6 bead. This pink one here is a size 6 bead. I have a few crystals in there, and took me several hours to make, but it was really, really fun going through my bead soup, which is just a bag of beads, leftover beads from other, thank you, from other projects and stuff. And he was like, well, what do you do with 7 or 8 beads? You can't make a necklace with that. So you put it in your bead soup and you make a nice little shag rug bracelet. And now I have a bead soup that's on the pink side with some big beads in there. Gonna have to make myself another shag rug bracelet. Only this one will definitely just be miscellaneous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. I know Jassy is chomping at the bit to get started here. You know what? I don't have a secretary yet. I don't think Stacy's gonna come in for the 7 o'clock. So, I'm gonna have to be secretary. And MC. So it might take me a little bit longer to get things done. First, we're going to start out. I do 10 prompts and 2 alternates. The first 2 are usually color prompts because a lot of people don't know how to break a page, don't have a clue what to do first. So I like to break a page with color. And so I have color prompts that are separate from my other prompts. So my first 2 prompts are always color prompts. Then I have 8 prompts that are regular prompts that just kind of give you a direction in which to go or a tool to use. And if you don't like the prompt, you can skip it. You can skip up to 2 because I give you 2 alternates at the end to do instead of using a prompt that I come up with. All right, that I pick. I don't come up with them, I pick them. I came up with them and then stuck them on cards, and now I pick the cards. Okay, so ready, set, oh, add gold. Add gold, one of my least favorite colors to work with. Add gold. Okay, so my first color prompt is add gold. Well, I don't have any gold paint. I have a gold marker that I could write the word gold with, or I have this gold glitter craft paint that I could just paint the entire page with craft glitter. Or I could make polka dots. You're right, Kathy. I could have made polka dots. Whoops. So, number 1. is gold. Okay. Usually don't like to put glitter down first, but since the gold prompt came up and that's about all I have for gold, I'm tired of writing the word gold. I'm going to use this gold glitter. All right, heat tool alert, heat tool alert. I'm going to sound like the Peanuts teacher. Wah, wah, wah. Hi, Lydia. Lydia, we're only on prompt number 1, so join right on in. Prompt number 1 is the color gold. There, I think that's dry enough. Feels dry enough. I love that the gold doesn't come off. See, look, the gold glitter stays down on the paper. It doesn't come off on your fingers. So once the paint dries, the gold glitter stays down. I don't know if you can even see it. Yeah, now you can see it a little bit. Okay. Color prompt number 2 is add brown. Okay, add brown. Now remember, if you don't like any of these prompts, you can skip them because I give 2 alternates. Any 1 or 2 of these prompts, because I give 2 alternates at the end. Okay, so add brown. Okay. I am going to make some marks with some brown paint. Stacy, yay! Hello, hello. Oh, don't apologize for being late. You're all set. Thank you for being here. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna get my paint palette out. Open my paint if I can. And I'm going to take a card and I'm going to make some brown marks. Make a couple of fans. That's what I'm going to do. Done that in a long time. Let's see if I can fix this. Good enough. Okay, and now a little bit off to the side. There. And now let's get some pieces of paper. And paint. Let's see if I can do this with my fingers. All right, there's the extra paint going. And piece of paper. Okay, put powder, put the brown paint away. Okay. Oops, I'm still making a mess here. What the fetch? There we go. Okay. I think Stacy got a lot of messages. Okay, next prompt is add squares. Now, when it says add, it does say squares, I promise. It's a little blurry. There we go, add squares. You can draw squares. You can put stickers of squares. You can add inchies. You can add twinchies. Anything that's a square is fair game. You can stick a square Post-it note piece of paper on there if you want. I have some inchies and twinchies here somewhere. that I created not too long ago on Stacy's Live that I am going to glue down. I'm going to put maybe 1 inchy there. And, ooh, this one has a green button. Look at this one. Look at that vintage button, Kathy. Oops. Okay, maybe I'll put a twinchy there. Yeah, I saw somebody layer some buttons together and I thought, ooh, that would be great inchies and twinchies to put layered buttons. So that's what I did. I put 2 and 3 buttons together and I layered them together and made some twinchies. Okay, so now I gotta glue those on. Let's see. Yeah, a glue stick ought to work. A square stamp, that's true. A stencil that has squares all over it. You could stencil on some squares. So here's that. And I'll put some glue down and stick that down. Okay. I wait for my glue to dry here before I go on. It's just glue stick glue, but sometimes it needs some extra help sticking down. Holding it in place helps. Okay. That help down there? Did it help up here? I hope. Okay. Next prompt is, use an art scrap. So I'm going to skip this one because usually when I have a piece of art, I don't like to cut it up. And I don't want to use an art scrap and ruin a piece of art. So, oh wait, painty papers are considered art, are they not? Painty papers are considered art. Yeah, painty papers. And this is pretty cool looking. Again, great minds think alike, Stacy. I swear we have the same, we were born with the same brain, and I use it part-time and she uses it part-time. So, a piece of art scrap, an art scrap. So, I'm going to tear it right here in the corner, I guess. Tear that, get the white off. There's a piece of art scrap, and I'll put that over here, like that. How's that look? don't like the white pieces, but I certainly like the colored pieces. We'll keep the rest of that. And I'll put some glue stick down there and put the art scrap on it. Like that. There. Ooh, now I got glue all over me. I'm sticky. Sticky, sticky. Okay. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. Okay. Next prompt is use a stencil. Use a stencil. So that means I need to come right over here. Okay. Okay. Here's a stencil. Okay, some of these are stamps, especially the ones that Stacy gave me. I treasure these. I keep all of the things, but she always sends me the best. And these I got from Lori, Paint Girly Lori. She did a little de-stash while I was visiting her, and I ended up with a suitcase weighing exactly 50 pounds. Okay, stencil. Let's do, let's see. Oh, let's do some dragonflies. Let's stencil some dragonflies. So there's that, and I need a little pouncer. So there's that. And, oh, I need some ink now, don't I? Some ink or some paint. I can use some paint. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll use some pink. Nope, I'll use some green and some yellow. Some green and some yellow. All right, so I will put the stencil down right here, and I will make, here's my palette. I will put a little bit of green there. And I will stencil some green grass. And then I will take some, no, I'm not going to use yellow. I have a feeling that won't show up. I'm going to use pink. This one. There's pink. Okay, a little bit of pink there. And get this paper out and my pencil. Okay, and now let's use some pink. And we'll make some pink wings. And then we'll get a little tiny bit of black. Just a little tiny bit. And we'll make the body and the head. Just like that. And there I have my stencil. Okay. Paint to do anything there. All right. And black. Okay. Okay. So that was use a stencil. All right. Next prompt is a wild card. That means you can use whatever color you want and whatever medium you want. You can stencil, you can stamp, you can use fabric, you can use paper. You can use glue, you can collage, you can do whatever you want. It's a wild card. And I think I'm going to get a white marker. I'm going to dry my stencil and then I'm going to trace around the stencil. Actually, I think I'm going to do it with black instead of white. I'm going to do it with black. You can even use gesso. Yes, you can. If there's something you don't like on your page and you got that wild card, get some gesso and cover it up. You can use texture paste through a stencil, however you want to do it. Okay, I'm going to doodle around. My dragonfly's wings. And that. And doodle around this dragonfly's wings. And then doodle around And then I'll just make some marks in the grass. Like that. There. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's my wild card. I doodled around my stencil. There's my inchy and my twinchy and my brown is those fans. You can see the gold a little tiny bit. All right, next card is use a doily. Use a doily. Now, where? Oh, put my die cuts away, so I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. Bright colored. Oh, I have an electric peachy one. Oh, I have this one. I can cut off. Or I can put it right there. No, it's too close to that. It's too close to that. Oh, let's cut it in half and just put it on the side. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll cut it in half and I'll put it on the side right there. Now, do I want to use that one? Do I want to use the purple one? Or do I want to use the peach one? Which one do I want to use? Which one do I want to use? The purple, the blue, or the peach? I think I want to use the peach one. It stands out more. Well, I don't know. It's between the purple and the peach, I think. Purple or peach? Or, hey, how about if I do 1, 2, 3. 3 half doilies down the edge of the page. I bet you that's what Stacy was thinking, but didn't want to put it down because she knew I'd come up with it. Only instead of that blue one, I'm going to put this green one. Yep. This is blue and I'm going to put that green one. That's what I'm going to do. All right. I need scissors. And I want to cut these in half. So I shall cut this. Okay, there's one. There's two. And here's three. All right. I knew. Okay, so there's the green one. Here's the peach one. Scare me. And here's the purple one. There we go. All right. Now, next one is add text. Next one is add text. Now you can stamp your text on, you can write your text on, you can glue your text on. However you want to do it. Stencil your text. Let's see. Where is my generator book? I know I have text in here. Well, this has text on it, but I can't read it. So that's all right. We're going to put it right there. Or do I want the bigger one? No, I want to cover that up. I just want that right there. Didn't say you could read the text, it just says add it. So, I'm going to add some text. There's musical lyrics, and then there's an alphabet right there. The musical lyrics are right there. So I don't know if anybody can see. There's musical lyrics right here, musical notes with lyrics, and then there's alphabets. So there's my text. Next prompt is add postage or postage. So postage is basically postage you've made on your own, or you can add real postage that's been canceled, or you can add a real stamp if you want to use the money. I don't want to do that, but you could. All right, so I have an envelope that has little bits, book pages, postage and postage. Let's see what I've got. Oh, here's one with a pretty bird on it. Could put that there. Here's one with a pretty leaf on it. It's brighter. Could put that there. Doesn't say anything on it yet, though. Let's see. Ooh, here's a pretty green one with Lily of the Valley on it. It doesn't say anything, though. There's Abraham Lincoln. And there's two more green ones from I don't know. Marlboro. Marlboro, Mass? I don't know. Let's see. I could put that. Maybe cut it in half and don't use both of them. We just use one of them. We've got Benjamin Franklin. Abraham Lincoln. Ooh, here's a $3 postage card from Canada that I made up. It's not real. Ooh, here's a pretty yellow flower. Here's a canceled one with a pretty yellow flower. And here's, ooh, let's do it this way. Let's put a little 2-cent stamp right there from, I don't know where, from 1893. And we'll put a little yellow flower here. There. Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you. You have postage too? I do too. I love my postage. I have the perfect scissors to make those little polka dotty edges. All right, so let me stick those down. Here's my little 2 cents from 1893. My little canceled yellow flowers. I don't know where that's from. Doesn't say. Oh, yes, it does. It says Forever USA on it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, what are we up to now? That was 9. Okay. So, ooh, this is always a favorite of mine. Add bling is number 10. And foil or watercolor pencil are the alternates. So number 10 is add bling, and foil or watercolor pencil. That really does say that. See, there we go. Watercolor pencil for the alternates. So add bling. I always love to add bling. And I always leave some out, but I think what I'm going to do is cut this so that their little bodies on the little dragonflies need, I need one more at the bottom and one more for the head. Okay, and then well, do one more. Oh, too many. One more for this body. And one more for the head. And there I have added bling to my dragonflies. Okay, so there I've added bling to my dragonflies. There's my postage right there. There's my page. My doilies on the side, my stencil, the color brown, the color gold. I doodled around, my wild card was doodle. I doodled around my stencil, add squares. I enjoy doing this. I like this page. This is Promptalong 57. And what time is it? Yeah, I think we have time to do impromptu. Impromptu number 48. So that was Promptalong number 57. I think we have time to do an impromptu. Okay. So let's get everything ready. I think I have a page already ready. And this will be impromptu number 48. Yes, impromptu number 48. Alrighty. Color prompt. I only do one color prompt on the impromptus. So, color prompt will be add gray. Add gray. Okay, put those away, and I will take out White. And color palette. And I'm gonna make a light gray. So there's the white with just a hint of black and mix that up. Ooh, that's a very pale gray. Wow. Yeah, just what I wanted. Light gray. Let's get that out of the brush and back down onto the palette. Okay. Now let me get a card. And let me get some paint. Ooh, it almost looks silver. It's not, it's pale gray. And a little bit more. There. Okay. Oops. All right, there's gray. Let me dry that so I can add stuff to it. So, oh my back. Heat tool alert, heat tool alert. Okay. Oh yeah, that's plenty dry enough. Let's put this color away. And let's see. Use watercolor. Use watercolor. Now that can be pan watercolor, it can be watercolor spray, or it can be watercolor pencils. Doesn't say what medium of watercolor, it just says watercolor. So you use what you have. And what I have is underneath something, I think. Yes. I got watercolor here. Now usually I like to save my sprinkles for the end, but since it's prompt number 2 and this is what I like to do with my watercolor, I think I will make it be copper. I haven't used copper yet. So I will make splatters using copper. There. Ta-da! All right, here's my watercolor. I splattered with my watercolor. And I made copper splatters. And I'm going to dry my page again. Hi, Quail Feathers. Nice to see you in here. What we're doing is called a Promptalong, a mixed media Promptalong. And what I do is I pull cards that give you suggestions on what your next step in your art piece should be. So far, I've called the color gray and watercolor. And I'm going to pull another prompt now that says the same thing that we just did. Never mind. Use stamps. Use stamps. So you can use postage stamps or you can use stamping stamps, whichever you want to use. You can use household stamps or you can use professionally made stamps. I'm going to use a couple of stamps. Now, hang on. All righty. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this under here like this. And right down here, I'm going to stamp a house is not a home without a mouse. Right there. And then I have a little mouse right here. That I'm going to stamp right here. Aw, isn't it cute? And then I'm going to stamp Little footy prints. There. Okay. So there's my stamp. Watercolors out to paint. I should really start checking typos. I have my watercolors, but I'll have to be very interpretive. Sure. All right. The next prompt is add curvy lines. Add curvy lines. So I'm going to take my black marker and I'm just going to make some curvy lines in and along the little mouse tracks. There, I made some curvy lines. Me too, Martini Rini. Me too. So good to see you. So good to see you. Okay, so that was my curvy lines. And the next prompt is add a leaf motif. You can add a dried leaf, you can add a picture of a leaf, you can draw a leaf, you can stamp a leaf, you can stencil a leaf. You can add a leaf motif of any kind that you like. And I have a little one cut out right here. Where is it? Right here. There it is. And I'm going to put it right down here at the end of my quote. Right there. At the end of my quote. Here's my leaf motif. Okay. You weren't getting notifications. Oh no. Add a butterfly. Add a butterfly. I need my Genrin book again. And I have a page that has 1 trillion butterflies on it, in it. And there's a picture of some butterflies. But that's not the one I want. I need this one. Has 1 trillion butterflies. And, whoops, they're all falling out. Get back in there. I'm going to use the big brown one. Since my page is brown, I'm going to put that big brown one right there. Mostly brown anyway. Gray, brown, gray with brown. That's what I'm using. I'm going to add that butterfly. forgot to ask Jassy if she was ready for this. Mari, you had to resubscribe? Oh, I did. That was like one of the first things I did when I got it. First, I looked through it several times, and then I took everything out and put it all back in and went, no, that's not right, and took everything out and put it all back in and went, no, that's not right, and took everything out and put it all back in. And now it's right. And I still don't know where anything is. I still have to go look through each and every single page, but that's all right. I enjoy doing that. Okay, next prompt is use spray. Now this can be alcohol spray, it can be ink, it can be watercolor spray, it can be whatever spray you want. If you want to use spray on glue and then tack something down, go for it. If you want to use glitter spray, you can use glitter spray. Use whatever spray you have. And since I just remade all of my alcohol sprays, because I found some 91% alcohol, to me it just works better. I'm going to use some turquoise. And spray. There. It made polka dots everywhere. That's all right. Let me dry that. Glitter hairspray from the 80s. That'd be perfect. Okay, we got one more prompt and one more alternate. Okay, so I'm going to pull a prompt. Oh, wild card. Prompt is another wild card. And the alternate is a feather. The alternate is a feather. Number 8 is a wild card and the alternate is a feather. And I think I'm going to use a feather. Because I happen to have one. Where I put it, I don't recall. It's in a bag of something. Over here? Yes, right there. Since I happen to have one, let's see, is that a big one or a small one? This is a big one, and I don't think I want to use the big one. Is this a small one? Oh no, that's an even bigger one. These feathers are big. I don't remember them being this big. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to place it in the center, just like that. I'm going to use a feather. I'm going to use the alternate. Use a feather. And I think I want to put it this way. Okay. Like that. Ta-da! There. You drew a chicken for curvy lines? All posted. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy, since you know I'm technically unsavvy, can you put up my Facebook page so that they can post their artwork on my Facebook page? And if you're not on my Facebook page yet, just answer the 2 questions that I have and I'll accept you right away as soon as I get off of here. Are these really quail feathers? I don't know what kind of feathers they are. I just know they came off a really soft, fluffy bird. Okay, Stacey posted them, so I'll take the colors back out and put these away since we already used them. Okay, there's that, and put this back in with the colors. You guys, I had such a great time tonight. It felt like an eternity since I've been gone. I was having technical difficulties, but everything's all fixed now. Everything's better. I'm back live. Please post your art anytime you have art, not just for prompts, but anytime you have art that you want to show off. Just go to my Facebook page and post it there and share it with everybody. So there's that. There's my little "A house is not a home without a mouse," and I got a little mouse stamp, and I got his little mousy footprints that you can barely see. There they are. There's some of them right there. And I did gray, and I did splatter, and I did the butterfly and the curvy lines. Everything just worked out beautifully. My little leaf motif. Oh, yes, I definitely had withdrawals, Marty. I did. As a matter of fact, for like almost 2 weeks, I couldn't even go live with Stacy because my cord was too short. And then I ended up going to Dollar Tree and I got a little bit longer cord. So I was at least able in one setup. I have 2 different setups. So I was at least able to use my setup with Stacy and go live with her every once in a while. But then a special somebody sent me a gift and I was able to get 2 cords, 2 adapters, and now I'm all set. If my cord should fail again, I have a backup one. And I can go live again, yay, as evidenced by my being live right now. Okay, coming up at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We're going to do an oldie but a goodie, and it's going to be revised just a little bit. They're decorative paper clips, but there's a secret to making them with fabric like these are in a way that your fabric doesn't slide all over the place and get warped and twisted and whatnot. So stay tuned. Come back and see me at 9 o'clock. And we will make, oh, thank you, Marty. That would be great. And we will make these beautiful little paper clips. I even have one that has a cute little seahorse on it, but it's in my undersea journal right at the moment. I found a place for it right away. So yeah, come on back at 9. We'll play a little bit more. I hope to see you all then. In the meantime, thank you, Stacy, for being my secretary again, as always. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, replayers, especially if you made it this far. I appreciate you. Bye for now, meow.